Okay. That's better. Here we are. We're back to League. It's my last match of the season. We're against Sicomatic. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm technically safe from demotion at this point. But obviously we'd like to be doing, well, maybe not obviously. We're happy to be safe from demotion at this point. And I don't know if I'm actually like completely mathematically safe. I think like if I don't win a game and then there's like two different 5.50.5s, I can still demote, but anyways. The hope would be to perform, I guess, well enough to do something. We have a board here. I mean, there's highway plus buy. Draw's pretty weak in embassy. We're gonna open junk dealer with this 5. That seems pretty clear. It's not entirely clear where we'll go afterwards from there. But like we'll want to trash a little bit. We'll want embassy. We'll want the plus buy, either this one or this one, maybe a bit of both. We'll want highways. There's actually some temptation to be opening embassy here. I might do it on the if it were 2-5 rather than 5-2. That is not to stick the silver in. But I think I'm pretty happy opening junk dealer as it is. There's a little bit of weirdness here where Barry doesn't do a ton, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Well, I guess we'll both be opening junk dealer. Nothing. C4 here. We can consider like varying something. I'm going to be hitting 4 again next turn. Of note. So if we're gonna want a something, we should get it now. I think I'm fine just taking a forager as an extra trasher though. So this might be something more like a horse traders. Right? I don't know how exactly the math ends up working out on horse traders. But let's do it. This will just be a forager. It doesn't look the greatest. Hopefully you had 4. That you're thinking this much about it. I mean, you'd take a highway if you had the 5. Okay, you do. So this certainly puts me a little bit behind early. Now it's going to be a lot behind early. This will just be like Border Village Embassy or Border Village Highway. Horse traders sitting here sucking. Kind of predictably. I think you can even just do like Border Village Highway. Be happy with it. Yeah. Here will be a highway of mine. Whoa, we are really struggling here. This is probably going to look like ferry on highway for me. Just to be able to get them with the forager and whatnot. I think you'd like to add a buy here. Maybe. You don't really have the draw in yet. Of course, I didn't when I added these two. You even managed to get a copper out. So this is just going to be a highway for me. I'll be hoping to get a few more. I guess this is Border Village. Highway still. Yeah, not getting to 5 again is going to be problematic, especially with you doing as you did. So this certainly doesn't feel good. This can just be snap up 2 highways. And you'd be feeling pretty good over there. Well, Border Village, highway. As it goes. So, like, I'm not going to be taking 3 highways in a turn. I guess you don't really need the whatever. But that is as you do. So yeah, I think we just are kind of want to take 2 highways here. We're going to be at, what, 4? Which isn't great, but it's something we'll have to live with. Like I have less stuff, I'm less trashed. I wonder if one of my, like, turn... I don't know. Of a lot less stuff. Now, there's a funny thing about having 6 highways, right? Where you can't Border Village gain things. So that's clearly how I'm going to end up winning this game. You want a highway and a crown. I guess you may as well take a Border Village with it. You very much don't need the embassy yet. I guess you didn't want a Border Village with it. Right. Fair enough. I can ferry on Crown here and get one of them. I don't know if that's better than adding a Border Village for me. I am going to need the draw. Embassy. I can't live without it, really. So this might look like Border Village Embassy for me. If we draw, we can add the crowns all at once. There's no real point in ferrying. So yeah, let's take our embassy here. I'm not overly thrilled with giving out the silver, but something else to consider is that we want to be like foraging junk dealer. is how much copper is viable to keeping around. Bit of a question. I mean, I don't know, maybe you just take like 3 provinces here. What do I do? I can't really do 3 provinces in response, right? And then you do 3 provinces again the next turn. Maybe go province, province, embassy. I don't know what I have to do. Okay. That all makes sense. This all doesn't make much sense. Like, ideally we'd be picking up better things. I don't know whether a duchy has any value. Like, I want a crown, sure, but so let's take the duchy. I don't know. I probably am not drawing this turn. At which point, I just, like, lose. Not that I haven't lost already once you take 3 provinces. And I'm willing to say that's a, maybe not. I'm gonna say I was willing to say that's a once, but apparently not. We can get provinces down to costing 4. That does mean nothing. You have border, village, embassy in these 5 cards. So it's really hard to imagine you not being able to do 3 provinces next turn. To click that out. Alright. Well, we got behind early there, that's for sure. I don't think it was much fault of my own. Maybe I could be told differently. What have we here? There's a bit of awkwardness. There's not really a, well, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying there's not really a village. There's not a village. It's just silk merchant. We can open like tracker silk merchant. I don't know how much value there is in putting the tracker in. It's certainly something you'd be trashing eventually, but you might be doing that with silver anyways. And I'm not sure whether the other thing wants to be a bounty hunter or a silk merchant. You're fairly likely to reach a top deck vampire. I don't know, fairly likely, but there's a possibility of reaching a top deck vampire with like tracker silk. I think that's what we want to do. What's next turn reaching? You had the silk bounty hunter, which is annoying. Next turn is definitely reaching 5. So let's take our bounty hunter here and we can top deck a vampire next turn, or do we want to do that the other way around? Let's take the bounty hunter here and top deck the vampire this turn. even better. We want to leave one of these on top. Okay, so this was about perfect. We'll be able to get, I guess, a second vampire right here. Be like Vampire Silk Merchant. Sounds pretty good. It's pretty low impact. Sure. Okay, so this went about as badly as possible this time around. I might just take a silver. We're sitting here with 2 dead actions. Okay, we do see both, so that's good news. What little good news there gets to be. This will gain a Silk Merchant. We'll just trash out. Getting a little bit silk heavy. As opposed to like Soothsayer, which you probably can reasonably buy. Gold also makes reasonable sense. Okay, Envy doesn't do anything. Just take another Silk Merchant. Alright, this will work out. We can end up putting a gold on top. I'm not loving the Wild Hunt. Like, it'll pull points for you at some point, but... this can actually reach Platinum, which we'll definitely do. So that was a good thing to come of something. And hopefully we'll just be able to get more and more Platinum, as opposed to having 3 Silk Merchants in the bottom 7 cards. See what this does. It wars a Silk Merchant. That is amazing. This will reach Bat. This is a good thing to reach Bat, always. More Platinum, sure. And more Silk Merchant. It's looking like it's close to time to exile one of these bats. Oh, this sucks. So let's go through the deck. And I want an expander, just more Platinum. Do I want another Platinum here? Yeah. We do have a bit of problem that we expended our last villager, and there's not really any more immediately. I might like platinum and get another bounty hunter. I'm not sure on that one. The vampire. I could think about another silver. Doesn't seem too valuable. Another platinum. Misery's good to give out. Another bounty hunter. This is not really what we were looking for. We may just immediately bounty the bounty. Bounty. Start buying colonies. I wonder if I'm giving a lot of room for you to be catching up here. I'm not sure. I'm certainly not too concerned about those points. Think. I mean, there'll probably be some hex that just destroys me anyways. Locust platinum. What else in there that you're not, like, trying to buy platinum? Maybe you just don't have money. I guess you just don't have money. Like, I have the 3 platinums. Or you have a lot of copper. I guess you have a bat. 2 bats. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's just go up and get the colony. I think we're fine with that. I do have non-insignificant concerns about continuing to reach here. Like, I might just buy platinum and trash out 2 coppers. One thing to consider is if we play this Wisp, whether we want to actually be playing the Silk Merchant, or whether we want to be getting the Villager. My feel is that you'll be able to reach Colony reasonably well. Deluded doesn't do much. Plague also doesn't do much. Okay. Yeah, I think we draw here. Maybe not. I might just stop and trash like Silk Merchant Curse. Bounty a colony. Buy colony. Having me expand is a little bit... Yeah. That's an okay boon, actually. I don't think we'll top deck it, but... just a duchy? Sure. Bounty hunter, a vampire. There's an idea. I think so. I mean, we just get this colony. We're looking pretty good, so... I guess I could also, like, bounty under the Silk Merchant. Take, Province Duchy. That's also pretty secure. Possibly better. I'm not, like, thrilled with my ability to draw down here. That's one thing. Am I fine just getting a province? Yeah, I think I'm fine just getting a province. Okay, we got the colony anyways. Alright. So that worked out. It definitely could have not worked out. Okay, what have we here? We have Herald Mystic as, I guess, a thing you want to be doing. Maybe not so much. Plus buy a snowy village. Pirate ship is doing its nicely irrelevant thing, as it often tends to do. Not sure what I actually want to open here. If it were a 3-4, I'd like plan on Herald or something like that, but I guess there's Hunting Grounds Lost Arts. That seems significant. On second thought. The problem with the Hunting Grounds plan is that you're, like, actually fairly vulnerable to... Well, I mean, you would be fairly vulnerable to pirate ship. It's just nonsense. Like, they can play pirate ships, but you'd be fine. You could also play pirate ships. I'm certainly tempted by silver here. Hitting 6 would be great. It's hard to say what you'd do in the meantime. So something like a taxman might actually start to look appealing. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the, like, anti-pirate ship decks, which is, like, Herald Mystic, is that you just, like, get completely murdered by the Hunting Grounds thing. Okay, trader. That doesn't make complete nonsense. I'm just not sure if silver isn't better. For the chances it has of hitting 6, or like a taxman silver. I guess the thing with traders, you can go like trader loan. And that looks pretty good on turns, whatever they are, 5, 6. I think we're gonna start silver though. And try to reach that 6. Okay. This looks pretty decent, maybe? I don't know. I might pick up the trader right now. Like, or whether I want it to be like a pirate ship. Always a temptation, right? Let's take the trader now. Okay, this is 4, which is disgusting. I might just stick a herald in for heralding. Or another silver. Again, how do we reach this 6? Okay. So here will be hunting grounds. I don't know what extent we want to be looking at, like, plan on hunting ground, or lost arts on hunting grounds versus village green versus plan on hunting grounds versus plan on something else versus. Here we'll get an opportunity to plan something. Which is probably still hunting grounds. I don't think I particularly need the snowy village right now. No. Probably next turn. Possibly next turn. We'll see. Well, maybe not so much. Like, I don't know what I don't think I'm hitting 6 next turn. Yeah. This will just be the snowy village. We'll see how desperate we end up. I think I'd like another hunting grounds before we put lost arts on it. At least. This could be Herald overpay by 1. That seems terrible. I could, like, get the tax man. Right? That does nothing, seemingly. Whether I make this tax man or village green. I mean, we'd have to be playing tax man like every single turn at this point. It's just 1 coin. It's bad. Mystic. Not that we particularly want the Mystic, but the alternatives are less appealing. Okay. Next turn contains a hunting grounds. I think I just like to Lost Arts it right here. That's a lovely turn. That probably ends up being 2 hunting grounds for you. Kind of hard to say how much of this is like the trader. I don't feel like I'm actually that behind. Like, the heralds don't do much. It's just that this is a good turn and mine isn't. To say the least. We'll want another snowy village. Somehow. I guess you might, like, think about hunting ground snowy village this turn, depending on how consistent you think you are. Yeah, I think you're looking at hunting ground snowy village, as opposed to the double hunting grounds. And maybe you can start doing better next turn. This 5 doesn't make sense to me. I guess Herald, you're going to top deck it. No, it is the Snowy Village, okay. Alright, this is fine. Mostly. This is fine, other than I'm losing badly. It's a messy definition of fine, is what it is. It's fine in the sense that I can imagine worse things. I guess the devastating thing here would be to not find the Snowy Village. I'm not sure how much that's true. I think I can live with one less hunting grounds. The main concern there is trader. I'm just gonna stop here. I want to put the hunting grounds in. Like, I could have gotten 2, but that seems so unnecessary. Maybe it's more necessary than that. I don't know. It will give my ability to, like, produce tons of money in a turn, I guess. Like this is gonna be, what, 24 already? 22, okay. That can just be province hunting grounds, and you're absolutely perfectly happy with that. This can go up to 16. That's something that we're gonna do. And just hope that you somehow dud. That's looking not so great on the dud front. Well, now it's looking better. I don't know how I can actually, like, take advantage of a dud, but like, a dud this turn means that you draw next turn, pretty much for sure. Like what, you can take a duchy, and then I lose? The main thing you just don't do is... I mean, you can probably even take a province, but I don't know that there's a point in you doing that, given your significant likelihood to draw next turn. Okay, well, we'll see. Well, I can trade her in one of these silvers for 2 extra coins. That seems reasonably worth it to do. How much money is this? 21, 23? Yeah, that's totally worth it to do. And then I'll buy 3 provinces. Yeah, don't take that province. Well, I guess 3 provinces for me would have been okay as well. Even had you taken the duchy, that would have been winning. So I guess not playing for me, being able to buy 3 provinces was fine. It's obviously unfortunate for you that like happened. That's not something that's supposed to happen. But I'll take it. What have we here? A storeroom, Way the Horse Academy, everything you could ever want. Way the Horse makes a doctor opening like amazing, I think. Now, there's a number of things that make a doctor opening like amazing, but that's one of them. I think we might just do that and ask questions later. Okay. I can imagine this being like a silver. We're hitting 4 next turn, so let's have an estate name here. Okay, that's not the greatest, but we can buy Magpie. Alright, this is a 4 again. What's the last card? Like copper? It's tempting just to do another doctor, but... another Magpie might be better. Okay, well... Jeez! Alright. Be that way. You realize this is the second time that I've named a state and then drawn two estates in the next... missed completely and then drawn 2 estates in the next hand. Okay, just making sure that was clear. Not to complain or anything, but yeah, totally to complain. I can pick up another silver here. That seems worthwhile to do. Did buy a vampire, right? Yeah, okay. This time I am naming copper. No, I'm not naming copper, I'm horsing this. And then we're going to, like, get Academy storeroom, maybe? I mean, I could overpay for doctor again. That seems terrible. Oh, well, that's awfully convenient, isn't it? What a friendly hex for me. Couldn't have dreamed of a better hex to come up. Okay. I suspect I just want more Wayfarer. Or I want another Vampire. One of the two. Probably another Vampire. Here'll be a really disappointing storeroom. Really disappointing. There's a Wayfarer in there. Is why it's disappointing. This is making me wish last turn had been a Wayfarer rather than the Vampire. I think. But, oh well. These things happen. It would have been really nice had Doctor decided to actually work. Please don't have a storeroom. I'm sure you have a storeroom. Apparently not. Okay. What will storeroom do? Storeroom will gain Wayfarer. Crazy. Two vampires around. I guess we'll probably want another storeroom. We might just want to load Wayfarer at the moment, though. I'm not sure how magpies are. Omens. Okay. Well. Alright. We need more money. This was a poor setup. Might take like Wayfarer encampment and then two more Wayfarers. We're certainly not going to be happy with a dud here. I don't know why we would be happy with a dud ever. We'll probably horse the magpie. You know, I might not get it back. Just in the interest of really hoping to draw. Definitely not what we were looking for this turn. You should be able to get 3 Wayfarers. I guess 4 Wayfarers. is bad for me. Yeah, you can get 4 Wayfarers. So I've ended up behind for sure. I think a lot of that came down to the doctor just completely failing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that just sucked. I had 2 times when I had like 2 estates and 6 cards named estate and didn't hit. I don't think that I can really do better there. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't know. I think I'd just take 4 Wayfarers if I were you. Although you don't really have a ton of village. So I guess you probably won't actually do that. Let's see what maximally destructive hex I get. Like greed, okay, that's a bad one. And haunting. No, envy. Okay, envy doesn't do a whole lot this turn. Mostly because I'm gonna dud anyways. Okay. Yeah, that was a really bad thing to have happen. I think I just take a Wayfarer. Greed destroyed me. Well, a lot of things destroyed me. Not discarding the 2 estates is actually what destroyed me. The storeroom turn. It was just a terrible move. And then I ended up getting the Magpie anyways. It should have just been encampment Wayfarer, 2 Wayfarers. So this was definitely self-inflicted, even after screwing the first thing up. Why you're not taking silver on like every single one of these? A little confusing. I mean, I'd be taking silver on like every single one of these. That can't be all the money you have. I guess you're holding some for bat. That's what that is. You have another vampire. Whoa. Okay. Maybe like encampment Wayfarer nobles. Maybe gold. I guess you're thinking about gold for the encampment. Okay. Poverty. That one is less significant. I mean, I'll be happy to take plunder, I think. There's a number of other things I need, of course, but... something like this. I mean, the belief is that I want this storeroom. I'm also tempted by just taking like 2 nobles here. Nobles is Hopefully no more massive duds. Maybe that's too dreamy. I'd certainly like no more massive duds. Although the one was of course self-inflicted. As I keep saying, so that everybody can know how down on myself I am. Interesting. Magpie Horse Regain is a village. I have to remember that one. Still don't know why you're not gaining silver every time. It's like... This turn we'd like to double province, storeroom, something. Plunder maybe, if it gets revealed. Which I assume it won't be. Like, you can't imagine. That's a setup for next turn. I guess I could get hit with envy again. Not quite yet, but well, maybe quite yet. I haven't been keeping track of where the pile is. You double. I want the storeroom to be able to triple. I don't know. I don't know if that's even sane. I mean, you might be looking at like Nobles province. I don't know. Okay. If I could reduce the cost of nobles to 5, I could win right here. These hexes suck. Wait, undo that. Does this get me to my double? 12, 15, yeah, this gets me to my double. Storeroom and vampire, or rather duchy, whatever they're called. It could be another storeroom. You have to outscore. I could take 4 nobles. Don't worry about villagers. Probably this turn. Now that we're here. If you can reasonably play around triple, probably. Like you have all these vampires, right? We'll see what I end up needing to do. If you don't score that much, I think I'm happy with triple. That said, I don't think that's going to be the case. You can reasonably take, like, some very high number of duchies. Province. 4 duchies. I guess that would be fairly losing also, though. Maybe I do have you in a bit of a tough spot. We'll see. I could also just, like, get envy, and that would be that. Congratulations, you have a 1 out of 12 chance of losing the game. On the spot. Let's see what you end up doing. I guess it could only be 3 duchies. Still not. Well, I guess you can safely do 3 duchies. Province 3 duchies. The duchy might have wanted to be a storeroom. Now that we're here. We'll see what you do, though. That's all we can do. Province, sure. Province 3 duchies, I think, is your move. Province 3 duchies and get 2 vampires back, even. And I take 3 provinces and I just lose. Elements, wonderful. So I'd be hoping for a dud over there. Oh, encampment. That changes things, doesn't it? Now 3 provinces looks pretty good. I think. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Then you can just do province 4 duchies to win. Let's start with these. Well, that's concerning. I guess we're going to go down to 0 villagers. Is what this is looking a lot like. Maybe I return enough things I can take, like, duchies. There's a thought. Like, what did we say you could do? We said you could do province and 4 duchies. Yeah. So, if I were to return this wayfarer... we have 5 gains, 5 gains, 5 gains. Like, if I return this wayfarer, I could, like, take a nobles, which would be really useful. It would essentially be an exchange for a nobles. I guess I don't need to return the way. Well, maybe. Let's think for a moment. 5 games. If I return this wayfarer, I can take a nobles, which I kind of need for just for the village. This is gonna be like nobles, duchy even. Oh, I guess you can just regain the magpie really easily. Some nobles by. So maybe I actually want, like, duchy, magpie, vampire. Vampire. Or, like, just any old action. I could overpay for a doctor. Somewhat. I guess I can actually take a nobles, because like if you take 3 nobles and then your vampires can't gain wayfarers. Okay. Okay. Fine. Oh. All that, and then I draw this. Really? Just... Okay. I mean... I mean, we won't give up, because you could dud just like this, but... Gosh. Oh. Let's just straight draw 5 silvers, okay. Like... Jeez. It's a good thing you can't see my hand. Yes, this would be considerably easy for you if you could see my hand. You'd just, like, play everything out and buy some nobles'. If you get the privilege of setting up for next turn, I think I'd resign, but still, just won't stare at a hand of 5 silvers. Oh, if I can actually beat 3 provinces. Well, yeah, I can do province and 4 duchies as well, theoretically. I mean, I'm not doing province and 4 duchies, but let's be clear about that. I don't know, is there a hex that can draw me cards? No. Certainly not for having too many silvers here. Like, I feel like it's an appropriate number of silvers, it's just drawing them all at once is not fun. Or how much would dud you play for? I mean, you'd set up, for sure. No point in not doing that if you're playing for a dud. He discarded silver, which I do like seeing. Although I think you can still set up. Maybe. I don't know. What the hell? Yeah, hopefully you drew that nobles. Doesn't look like it. I mean, you take 3 provinces, 2 duchies. I think that would actually put it all the way out of range. That's something that I didn't think about, was the 3 province, 2 duchy angle. Diluted, that actually hurts a lot. Storeroom, that hurts a ton. I don't know whether that makes this a vampire buy or a duchy buy. How many points are there left? I don't even think I can make up the points. Alright. Now, that was a self-inflicted loss on the one turn where I didn't discard the estate. For sure. And then went into the shuffle and gave myself a dud. So, don't do that. What have we here? This looks completely normal. We're gonna open cargo ship and then probably stonemason for 2 raises. I'm not that thrilled with the stonemason in deck, but on the other hand, having 2 raises does seem good. I'll agree with that. I'm going to stonemason for 2 raises. At least I am. I think it's got to be better than not stonemasoning for 2 raises. Just to say getting 1 raise. Maybe that's not true. Okay. Well, you agree. 5. Alright. I can deal with 5. It's going to be a wharf. It also bodes well for this next turn, doesn't it? Probably want like 1 hideout. You looked at 2 cards and discarded a copper and you had to think about it. That's interesting, isn't it? Did you just do buy a raise? Okay, cargo ship turtle. Okay. Take the cargo ship, I'm sure. I don't know if it's worth taking a silver over. Worth it to take a silver over. Probably is. Especially as opposed to like another raise. I should just track the copper. Okay. This looks fine. We'll self-trash one of these raises. So it looks like I haven't gotten too horribly behind yet, anyways. We'd like another wharf this turn. I think wharf's gotta be better than alternatives. I guess we could think about like Falconer, but playing wharf is a priority. I guess I could stonemason for wharf Falconer. That's kind of useless, isn't it? I definitely want this wharf. I don't know how I'd actually like play the Falconer right now. Maybe we just wouldn't. It's a lot of terminals to be holding, of course. But there's also something to be said for turtling the Falconer. Starting a turn with a village is nice. Or actually, quite amazing. Would I stonemason this estate? Maybe. Always important to be considering these things before they even remotely matter. Let's see what comes up. All we can do is wait and see what comes up. Oh, yeah, I should do that. I could stonemason for Falconer again, like Wharf Falconer again, set aside the Falconer. That's of course tempting. I guess it goes into hand, which is kind of ugly. I don't want it to be the Falconer. No, I think I want it to be a Falconer. I guess I'll actually tuck the stonemason maybe, and then raise it. No, we're going to be able to raise a stonemason. Okay, let's do this way. We'll buy some multi-type. Be fine. Soothsayer. continue to just terminal the terminals up the wazoo. Because why have villages when you can just keep gaining terminals? Okay. This is a cargo ship buy, that's for sure. We'll just turtle both of these, right? I guess I only really need to turtle one. Yeah, let's do this way. And hopefully this turn will look amazing. I suspect your turn is going to look more amazing than that. Yes, we might need to think a little bit about winning. Depending. Like, stuff's pretty close, as it is. Stonemasoning for 2 wharves. If it's 2 wharves, I think I'm looking at a win. It's Wharf Falconer. Right. We'll have to work a little bit harder than that then. I have a wharf at the start of the turn? I did. I did not know that. Okay. This certainly won't be getting it done this turn. The feeling is that I can't take this wharf unless I want to score with it. So I might even just be looking at, like, province. If I take this wharf, I'm sure you can win fairly straightforwardly. And that's even without Falconer. So that makes this feel like it needs to be a province. I have a lot less terminals to play next turn, is the good news with that. I guess we'd probably take a copper with the province. The concern I have taking... I don't know if I can actually win next turn if I take province, but... we'll see. Could take Wharf Duchy. Most likely lose. I just don't know how I would win from here. Even if, like, you don't score and don't take a wharf. You need to produce, like, 12 money. Yeah. I don't know that can happen. You need to produce 12 money, you need to stonemason a bunch of stuff. You know. I guess improve. Improve would be the thing. Gain improve, we could do a plaza. It's starting to come together a little bit. We'll see. I guess maybe you just can win here. Or score enough, as the case may be. Soothsayer, okay. We of course have this dream of getting back to these falconers that I think doesn't actually work. Well, maybe. I mean, now that we know that you're taking the Soothsayer, we can plan accordingly. Get, like, Plaza Improve. Okay. There yet? Think so. That's a wharf. Yeah. What was in there? Copper. 2 falconers. Wait a second. No, we're good. We're good. We can stonemason into 2 plazas. By stonemason. No, this doesn't quite get there. Damn. Well, shoot. I'm a coin short. I don't think there's a way to do it. I guess I just need to province. Yeah, I need 11. This ain't 11. One more copper discard at some point would have done it. Discard your coppers, everybody. I don't know if I want to take like falconer to gold or something. I mean, I'm just going to lose this next turn, right? Regardless. I don't want to take a multi-type, I don't think. Not that one, maybe not. We'll just go hide out to Duchy. And lose this turn. Most likely. Coin short. Coin short. Or if I had gone after like raises or something else that was cheaper. I wonder if that would have had it. I don't think so. This is all very tenuous. I mean, I'm making you score quite a bit. Although, like, my deck's just so much worse. I don't even think it was like a 50-50 if I were to have discarded a copper to the last plaza. I think I wouldn't have made it anyways, because that doesn't actually produce a coin if I can't draw the copper back, which I wouldn't have been able to. So, yeah. Needed to happen on some previous turn. I'm not sure that I ever... Well, it would have needed to happen the previous turn when I had 9 and bought Province Copper. That's when it should have happened. Not something to be thinking about now, though. Right now we're thinking about why there's the pause right here. Other than somehow bottom decking 3 wharves and however many plazas. I don't even think that's a possibility. I think you're just trying to figure out how to get it done from here. Which it's like... You play the Soothsayer, you want to stonemason that gold into Wharf Duchy. I guess that's a lot more money than you're going to end up having. To, both stonemason for wharves and by province. So, I think we're going to live to see another turn, but we'll find out. This all said, if I live to see another turn, I don't even know if I'm going to get close to doing anything useful with it. But we'll find out. That curse is probably mostly helpful, assuming I don't lose right here. Which, I might. Very well. I don't think I'm going to spend mental energy trying to figure it out for you. I guess, if you stonemason the gold into 2 wars, then you still need to figure out how to produce, 10. Which you might be able to do. Well, 13. You could Falconer another improve. I feel like at that point we're getting to where you need more actions than exist. But... My read, of course, is I'm going to be nowhere close to a win here. There's an outside chance that magic happens, but I don't think I can draw anywhere close to enough, even if I were getting this other turn. It's just going to be Province Duchy. Well, this is a good start, at least. going to do this. We're going to need to play this improve. And I need points. That's a big problem right now. I have one too few actions. Hideout's not going to get it done. Oh, I can play the Falconer off the so I can pile here. I just think I'm pretty sure I'm short of the win. How much money is this without one of the cargo ships? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which would be 2 estates. Right. I can't get more draw, which means I'm pretty much stuck on this much money. I can do 11. What happens if I gain and improve? Then I run out of actions. I'm one estate short. Is the deal. 1 point short. Either 1 point or 1 action. Do I have more stonemasons? Maybe. Doesn't look like it. This one, there's 4 in the trash. You definitely have one. I think. You didn't show it, but I'm sure you have one. Anyways. If I gain a hideout here and draw a stonemason, do I win? No. I can't gain a duchy. Well, I will be gaining a duchy. Just up to 8. That's still a problem. We'll just turtle this and take another province, I think. But at this point, things are certainly not looking good. Oh, I don't think this is substantial enough of a lead. This time around. But we'll see. It's one coin or one action. Well, and I mean that was only from a tie. I would guess that you get there this turn. Not much issue. Although you're staring at this hand like things suck. So, hard to say. The thing that's a little bit antsy right here is that I turtled the stonemason. Which is going to mean that I will pretty much have to commit at the start of the turn. If I'm going to be trying to win. I do have a problem here where if you draw, you can go up 6 points. So hopefully you won't do that, because if you go up 6 points, I have no clue how I'd win. Well, I guess duchies are getting close-ish. I guess that's something you might be looking at this turn is can I empty the duchies and stonemasons? We'll see what you do. Oh, this looks bad for you. Okay, well, this will make things easier if I get even close to drawing. Which, who the hell knows? And an estate. And a duchy. Maybe. I mean, if you take the estate, I'm going to stonemason province 2 duchies to start my turn, I think. We're going to go after the duchy pile. Okay. Oh, you did gain a duchy. Okay, that's going to make things a lot easier here. Okay. Province goes to 2 duchies, and then we just win. Yeah. improve, gain like the stonemason. Whew. That was painful, but hung in there. And on to my start for this last game. I have 3 wins, so that makes us happy. We'd certainly like more, though. Oh, what's Druid do? Silver, gold, earth. So that's a good Druid. We probably don't want to start with it. We're probably going to open like Steward, Ironmonger. Looks pretty good. I think our eventual goal here is like just play monuments and stuff. It looks like a pretty straightforward board. Yeah. Discard that. Trash 2. Do I want another Steward already? Sure. This one might be a silver. That's a little bit less, clear. I don't think I want native village ever. I guess there's apothecary native village. That's a setup thing. But, yeah. Trash here. Take a Druid, I think. It'll be a little bit terminal heavy for the moment, but we'll pick up like a village green next turn, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Okay, well, this is less appealing. Well, we have the Ironmonger on top. We'll just take, we'll trash and take a native village. What we'll do. Did you manage to trash? Yeah, you did trash, okay. I wasn't paying that much attention after I saw the estate. I was more concerned about what I was going to do with my turn. But here, we'll trash 2 and take a native village, even though native village kind of stinks. We need the space. And I think I'd rather trash and take a native village than coins and take a village green. For sure. Alright, here's all the village. So that's something. That means we're just going to probably try to get through as much of this as possible to, like, get a village green with them. I can't believe you had that dud last game. It's just insane. Village green. I think most everything else seems pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. This is a good opportunity here. I think I want like Ironmonger village green as opposed to 2 village greens. Now this looks pretty sharp. One nice thing about Earth's Gift that you normally don't see from a druid is that since everything costs like less than 5, it doesn't actually impact your price points that much. Which is nice. This could be a druid for you. Let's take some cards. If we set this aside, what do we do? I mean, I think I want another native village. So, like, we can trash 2 coppers, discard the silver for, like, a monument or something. And buy a native village. I mean, it could be another village green too. That doesn't seem that good. Right. At some point it'll be good, because you'll, like, Druid discard 3 of them and play them all and be really happy about that, but for now, I don't think I need that. Just go set aside probably 3 coppers. Similarly to how I have 2 coppers. And try to trash those this turn. It'll all be wonderful. I don't feel like this game's going too terribly yet. This game might take a little while. At least those risks. I don't know about risks. You set aside your native village is what this says to me. Yep. This will be a steward. So I think you have copper, steward, native village set aside. I think we keep this. Discard that, of course. I think I'm fine shoving that into next turn. Do I really need it this turn? Maybe. I guess I want it this turn. Probably just more monument. Sounds about right. We trash. It doesn't say a whole lot for this turn, but it's fine. I want to get the stuff out. And then this time I think it's a village green and nothing else. Something we might want to start incorporating, like Young Witch, with the village greens also, as well as the Druid. I could even put it in right now. It's probably not that appealing. this turn we're going to want a bit more steward. I guess we free up the 1 for draw, so it's not going to be like desperate that we need more. That's the good news. I also don't think the the gold gain on Druid ever becomes that relevant. We have like billions of villages here, so monument's mostly going to be better than gold. I'm not really sure how to feel about this game right now. Like, it feels okay, but it just feels like there's so much more game that it doesn't really matter what's going on right now. Let's do a native village. Now, I'm going to draw. Okay. I guess I just want to do it like this. Do we want this to be yet another monument? I'm going to be hitting like 8. Yeah. So let's make this like Village Green Young Witch. We'll worry about Stewart's next turn. That sounds good to me. Young Witch being an exceptionally good card right now. Or on this board. We will want to load it up on Stewards because you're going to end up doing the Young Witch stuff too, and I don't want to be taking curses, but for now seems mighty fine. I guess you're thinking about whether to trash here. Copper something. I don't know what something is. Steward. It's another steward. I only have 2 stewards. I'm fine living with less steward. We'll want to do it a little bit this turn, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess. What is that card? Village Green. Okay. We can just leave the steward on top. Pick up, like, Steward, Village Green, or something like that. Not that interested in another Young Witch right now. I guess I should have done the one Village Green for the next turn off the Young Witch play. I just didn't process that interaction, which is unfortunate, but unfortunate that I didn't. I think I have us both at 4 stewards right now. I have one more Ironmonger. I think I have 2 more Village Greens. 1 less native village. That might not be entirely accurate, but oh well. You can get all the monuments played. That's interesting and exciting. And I'm sure some other adjectives. I need like a mid-game break. I'm just gonna go so long. I feel like, oh, stuff's getting pretty low over here, like between these 3, so we might not actually have that much longer to go. We're discarding that. Okay, this time we're not going to screw this up. That's my goal anyways. Now, I guess they can both be, well, this should go for next turn, right? Oh, gave a curse even. Pick up. Could take another Young Witch, just try to, like, pound it in there. Like, if I take Young Witch, draw with Steward, play the Young Witch, I would end up with 3 actions. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Village Green Steward. Or 2 Village Greens. I think 2 Village Greens. This stuff's getting close, but I'm feeling pretty good with this lead, I think. We'll play it safe. and to not take curses. Curses are bad. That's what I say. Is this really your turn? Okay, this game's over. Not like over, but, you know, over. My unprofessional Dominion opinion is that this game's over. Blocky. These can both go to next turn. This can gain probably the Steward. That stinks. Oh, I could have taken, whatever. I just want province here. That'd be the safe thing to do. I just take like a province and run. And we'll slowly start to get rid of the monuments, and then we'll slowly start to get rid of the... No, we'll get rid of the monuments is what we'll do. That'd be like 2 monuments here. Let's just take province for now. And we have stewards, which is nice. I don't know whether it's going to be better to try to run monument or run native village from this position. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. Well, I have my theories, which is the early Druid did a lot, and then the silver also was helpful, valuable. I think it was mostly the early Druid, though, did a lot. Just, like, you still have 2 curses around, right? Yeah. Blocky. Watch you play the young witch. I mean, you're not really trying to get in curses with it. It's just convenient if it does happen. Which, of course, it did the 1 turn for me, so that was nice. I think the better move is going to be taking it. Oh, okay. Well, that'll make this turn my last. I'm going to say I think the better move is going to be taking out monuments. But, okay, that's not going to be my last. Turn is not going to be my last. Let's see what the terminal space looks like. It's monument or native village. We gain with the Druid. Either way, we're gaining province. We're buying province. everything to be maximally safe. Might even buy, like, well, I could buy, like, Province Monument if it came to it, but... This turn you're having no trouble with the actions. I guess this is probably a province buy. Yeah, okay. We'll want to be a little bit careful, just to make sure that we don't do anything, like, ridiculously stupid. That can be now, that can be next turn. Okay, we're giving out more curses, apparently. Right. Now... let's just make sure, like, if I take a monument here, I don't die. I don't think there's any point in taking a monument here, though. Let's just take an Ironmonger. The longest match of the season by quite a bit. I guess that's mostly the 5th game. I don't remember. I know the 5th game had a complicated endgame. The 4th game may also have. I don't remember. I really hope this is game 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Because I don't know if I could have made it through another one. Just me. This turn I'll win. Assuming you don't like... No, even if you do like double, I'll still win. Never mind. More curses going that way. This feels like enough, right? Alright, so that was 4-2. I think that puts me in pretty good position for the championship. Remains to be seen who it's with, or I guess even if I'm in it, if, like, E Honda wins his last 5-1, and then RTT wins his last 4-2, or both of them better than that, and that I don't end up in it, but we'll see. And see you all.